it going? So today we are talking about the two types of videos that you need to have in order to attract qualified, eager, able to pay, high-ticket new patients. So what type of patients are we talking about? So this would be your stem cell, your diabetes, your thyroid, these types of, not general. We're not talking about the general chiropractic patient here. We're talking about these niche conditions. There really are, we've proven that there's two types of video that do really good at bringing in qualified new patients. Okay, so, but before we get into that, I kind of want to talk about what I see in most of this niche specific marketing. Okay, most companies or most clinics that are marketing for this type of patient, quite frankly, they're doing it all wrong. They'll have spats and sputters of success, and most of that success comes when they do tertiary marketing, so your newspaper, your mailers, okay? But when they go online, because they're going about it all wrong, they really have sporadic and not very good success overall from the feedback I get. As I kind of have dove into that particular issue, I have found the same thing that I find in most marketing campaigns, which is this. Most companies out there that are marketing for you are throwing up generic copy and paste ads, okay, text and image that are being used everywhere else, okay? Those lose their efficiency and their effectiveness really quick. And it's primarily because, if you've got 3 or 4 different clinics running the same type, as far as even wording, sometimes it's the exact same phrases, they're running the same type of campaign, right next to you, eventually the people in that area, as the algorithm, Facebook, Google, whatever you're using, as it reaches these people, they're going to wise up to, hey, this is something I can get anywhere, okay? So it's really not that special. Okay, and then the other piece that I think is worth mentioning is a lot of times with this type of marketing, because the agencies are putting them together so quickly, because there's not, quite frankly, not a lot of thought put into them, the branding and the messaging, the subliminal messaging even, that's put into these is really damaging to your brand, ultimately, at the end of the day, okay? So that's the first one. And let's see, make sure that we're checking our notes here. So the second one is most people will, the other option is to ask the doctor to make these up, to make pitch videos, okay? To get on camera and to do something that they're not good at, that they're not inclined or really not trained to do. Okay? A doctor is supposed to be a doctor. They're supposed to help people with health problems, not get on camera and sell something. Okay, so a lot of times, while it's important, we know video is important, it's not the doctor's job to get on there and become a spokesperson. Okay, so this is a big problem. All right, so first of all, hopefully, before we jump into this content, hopefully you understand the importance of video in and of itself. There's 2 things that are really important to bear in mind about video. One is just the cost of video right now. Right now, it's extremely affordable to get your video in front of huge audiences. So if you haven't done it, you got to do it. You have got to take advantage of this opportunity right now because it may not be available in the near future, okay? We're talking about pennies for a view. So that's pretty phenomenal. And then the second thing is the amount of consumption that people are now accustomed to when it comes to their media, their whether it's ads, whether it's just watching things on YouTube. It's all about engaging video. So the audience prefers video. So you got to make sure that you're doing that. Okay. So now that we've kind of established what you need not do in video and why it's so important, let's now talk about the 2 types of video that you should be doing. Okay. So I call them One, direct response. I didn't come up with that name. It's very well known in the business that direct response is a type of copywriting as well as advertising that gets a direct response, a very quick turnaround time. That's the first one. And then something I call consideration marketing. Okay, so we're going to kind of break the two down, what they are and how to use them and in what situations to use them. So let's talk about direct response video. So a lot of people are doing direct response marketing. Okay, that's throwing up an ad with an offer and getting leads. Okay, you can do that and it can get you leads. Sometimes it does work even. But the more effective and the better way to do that is direct response video. Okay, so there's a couple things that are really important. The first thing is obviously having a really good offer. Most of the time, the reason that people flake out at the beginning of the sales cycle is because your offer stinks. Okay, a consultation, a report of findings, these types of things are things that A, are not considered to be offers. Okay, and B, they've been offered so much. They've been components of offers, the report of findings, the x-rays, all these things that they've kind of become, noise. They've kind of become expected. So that's not really an offer. And so if you have a low show rate, if you see a low lead quality, quite frankly, it's probably because you're not really making an offer. We have a section on this channel called Behind the Offer. If you want to learn more about what a good offer is, we've got a bunch of them up there. So go to that part. They're the maroon ads or videos rather. So go check those out. But really, you need to understand what your audience values and what they want. Okay, and then you need to know how to position that offer. What do I mean by position that offer? If you position everything as, hey, this is a cheap thing, this is something that you can get anytime, you're really sending a mixed message to your audience. You're sending the wrong message to your audience, okay? You need to position it as something that is scarce, that they need to take action on right now, today. And if they do, then, it will help them. It will change a problem that they're currently facing. Okay, so that's really what you're going for in the direct response video route. Now, the cool thing about direct response is it really has the potential to bring you new business in as little as a couple of days. The sales cycle can be really short. Okay, Chet Holmes, awesome marketer, guy I really liked. I really studied a lot. He had this. A lot of stuff he taught. And one of the things he taught was at any given time, in any niche, in any market, okay, any particular thing that is selling, any service, there's 3% of the audience that is in the buying cycle, that is the buying mind frame. And so the good thing about direct response is we're going to pick up that 3%, okay? And so that number, that 3%, is going through cycles, okay? So we're filtering in and out of those people every 60, 90 days. So you need to understand that there's ebbs and flows in that market. But direct response is really great for that, okay? Now let's switch over to consideration. Now, consideration is a little bit more difficult to put your finger on, okay? And here's what I mean. While an offer video, you're positioning an offer to, hey, you get this when you do that. A consideration video is, hey, you're in the longer part of the buying cycle, meaning you're not the 3%. You're somebody that might be in the 3% in the next 6 to 12 months. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to increase your interest and your desire and decrease your doubt, okay? So a lot of new things that come out, whether they're new supplements, they're new therapies, they're new technologies, whatever it is, these are not things that are understood by the market, okay? And so somebody is going to make a lot of money by educating and building interest and desire in their marketplace, okay? So whoever does that first and whoever does it best is really going to position themselves to have a line of people out the door if done correctly. Okay, so consideration marketing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to link up a video after this where I will talk about some of the elements of direct response while watching, of consideration videos while watching a consideration video. The cool thing about doing a video this way is while it's not the easiest thing to do, if done correctly, it can pay dividends for a long time coming. Okay. One of the things to understand is the framework that you need to implement in this style of video. And that is 3 steps. Okay. Problem, discovery, and then solution. Okay. So nobody understands that they're going to need something unless they understand they have a problem. And so we need to go through each step of this problem. Then the discovery, how people came up with it, how you found out about it, how you learned about it, your experience, your stories, all that kind of stuff, right? And then the solution. So why is this the thing that is going to position your offer, that thing, as the solution to their future problem? Okay, and when I say future problem, I mean they have a problem, they want to be a future self. How is this new thing going to get them to that new future self? Okay. And anyway, so if done correctly, once again, these videos can be absolutely phenomenal. So a couple things before we close up here. One, if you want to learn more about the direct response videos, go up to Behind the Offer. We have a lot of cool videos where we talk about these offers and how to do these direct response offers and videos correctly. Okay. Also, we have these offers and these videos available in the direct response route in just 3 clicks. So if you want to learn about it, check the description below. You'll find out all about that. Okay. The next is the consideration. So I don't want to leave this vague. Okay. I don't want to just say, hey, you need to establish a problem. You need to show them the story, the journey you went on to find this new solution, and then the solution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a walkthrough video of one that I found online. It's not perfect, but it'll give you an idea of what you can do and how you can start brainstorming how you want to do your consideration content. So thank you so much, and you guys, we will see you on the next video.